Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, today I want to talk about a lesson rooted not in shouting, arguing, or proving a point, but in the quiet strength of walking away. I want to talk about the power of not reacting and instead cutting them off silently. Life will always present you with challenges, people who test your patience, drain your energy, and distract you from your purpose. It's tempting to fight back, to argue, to defend yourself in the heat of the moment. But let me tell you something powerful. Silence is your greatest weapon. Silence says, I don't owe you my energy. I don't owe you my explanation. When you choose to respond with silence, you reclaim your power. You preserve your dignity and your peace. There is strength in knowing when to walk away, not with bitterness, not with malice, but with wisdom. When you cut someone off silently, you're not just ending a relationship, you're making a declaration. You're saying, I value my peace too much to stay where I'm not respected, appreciated, or valued. You are choosing you. And let me remind you of this, letting go is not an act of defeat, it is an act of growth. Not everyone who starts with you will finish with you. Some relationships, some friendships, some connections, they are for a season, not a lifetime. So, as you move forward, don't react to the noise. Don't waste your time in battles that don't align with your destiny. Instead, step back, stand tall, and walk away silently. Let your actions, not your words, speak for you. Because when you cut them off silently, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters, your purpose, your peace, and your elevation. Keep moving forward, stay silent, and watch how far you'll go. Thank you. Silence is not just the absence of noise, it is a profound form of communication. It is a language all its own, spoken not with words, but with intention, with self-control, and with wisdom. In a world filled with constant chatter, opinions, and reactions, silence stands out as a powerful statement. A refusal to be dragged into unnecessary battles and a demonstration of inner strength. When you choose silence, you are choosing to rise above the noise. You are saying, I don't need to explain myself, justify my actions, or engage with negativity. Silence shows confidence because it takes a secure individual to remain quiet in the face of provocation. It says, I am so grounded in who I am that your words, your actions, or your attempts to disrupt me cannot shake me. Silence is not weakness, it is strength. It is restraint. Anyone can lash out or speak their mind impulsively, but it takes discipline to hold your tongue, to assess the situation, and to act only when it serves a greater purpose. Silence forces others to confront their own words and actions without your interference. It creates a space where they must deal with themselves instead of focusing on you. There is a deep wisdom in silence. It allows you to observe and understand more than you could if you were speaking. When you remain silent, you can hear not only what is being said, but also what is left unsaid. You gain clarity, perspective, and insight. Silence gives you the time to reflect, to process, and to respond, not react. Silence also protects your peace. Not every argument deserves your participation. Not every slight or insult requires your acknowledgement. By remaining silent, you are choosing to protect your mental and emotional well-being. You are choosing to rise above the chaos and stay centered in your own truth. Moreover, silence has the power to transform. It forces others to sit with the weight of their actions. When you respond with silence, it disarms those who expect a reaction. It disrupts their expectations and forces them to reevaluate their approach. Silence shifts the dynamics of power because it demonstrates that you are in control, not them, not the situation, not the emotions they try to provoke in you. In moments of conflict, silence becomes a tool for de-escalation. It diffuses tension and creates room for resolution. It allows you to maintain your dignity and grace, even when others are determined to strip it away. Silence is the ultimate sign of maturity. It says, I will not lower myself to your level. I will not let this situation define who I am. Silence also teaches boundaries. By choosing not to engage, you are setting a clear line that others cannot cross. You are showing that your time, your energy, and your focus are too valuable to be wasted on futile conversations or toxic interactions. Silence is a teacher, a protector, and a shield. It is a testament to the fact that not every battle is worth fighting, and that sometimes the greatest strength is found in saying nothing at all. Peace is one of the most valuable assets you can have in life. It is the quiet stillness within you, a sanctuary that protects your mind, heart, and soul from the storms of the world. Preserving that peace is not just a luxury, it is a necessity. It is a form of self-care, self-respect, and self-preservation. It requires intention, effort, and sometimes difficult decisions to ensure that your peace remains intact. Preserving your peace begins with recognizing its worth. When you value your peace, you start to see the situations, people, and environments that threaten it for what they truly are: distractions, disruptions, or drains on your energy. Peace is not just about the absence of conflict, it's about the presence of harmony within yourself, no matter what is happening around you. To maintain that harmony, you must be willing to protect it at all costs. One of the greatest challenges to preserving your peace is dealing with toxic people and situations. There will always be individuals who try to pull you into their chaos, provoke you with their words, or bait you with their actions. It is in these moments that the preservation of your peace becomes an act of strength. Instead of reacting, you choose to disengage. Instead of arguing, you choose silence. Instead of staying, you choose to walk away. Preserving your peace also means creating boundaries. Boundaries are not walls meant to isolate you. They are gates that control what you allow into your life. They are a declaration of what you will and will not tolerate. When you set boundaries, you are taking ownership of your peace and refusing to let anyone disrupt it. Boundaries are not selfish, they are necessary. They are a way of saying, I value myself enough to protect what matters most to me. Another aspect of preserving your peace is learning to let go. Not every battle is yours to fight. Not every issue requires your attention. Not every person deserves a place in your life. Letting go is not about giving up, it is about releasing what no longer serves you, what weighs you down, or what keeps you stuck in negativity. It is about freeing yourself to focus on what truly matters. Preserving your peace also requires self-awareness. You must know what disrupts your peace and be honest with yourself about why it affects you. Sometimes the disruption comes from within, from your own insecurities, fears, or unresolved emotions. Preserving your peace means doing the inner work to address these issues, to heal, and to grow. It means taking responsibility for your own state of mind and not placing it in the hands of others. The world will always try to pull you in different directions. There will always be noise, distractions, and demands on your time and energy. To preserve your peace, you must learn the art of saying no without guilt, without apology, and without explanation. Saying no is not about shutting people out, it is about prioritizing what is best for you. It is about choosing to protect your peace above all else. Preservation of peace also involves choosing your battles wisely. Not everything that comes your way deserves your attention. Sometimes the best response is no response at all. When you choose to focus only on what aligns with your values, goals, and purpose, you are actively preserving your peace. You are refusing to be drawn into the chaos that others may bring into your life. Peace is a state of being, but it is also a practice. It is something you cultivate every day through your choices, actions, and mindset. Preserving your peace requires discipline, courage, and a commitment to yourself. It means knowing when to step away, when to let go, and when to stand firm. It means protecting the sanctuary within you from anything or anyone that threatens to disturb it. Letting go is one of the most challenging yet liberating things we can do in life. It requires a deep understanding of ourselves, a willingness to release what we once clung to, and the courage to embrace the unknown. The art of letting go is not about forgetting or dismissing what once mattered to us. It is about acknowledging its place in our story and understanding when its chapter has ended. Letting go begins with acceptance. It is recognizing that not everything in life is meant to stay and not every person is meant to walk with us forever. Some relationships, experiences, and possessions are only meant for a season. Holding on to something that no longer serves you can weigh you down, draining your energy and preventing you from moving forward. Accepting this truth is the first step in the art of letting go. Letting go often feels like a loss, but in reality, it is a gain. It creates space in your life for new opportunities, new connections, and new growth. It is a way of making room for what is truly meant for you. Sometimes we hold on so tightly to what we know that we block ourselves from receiving something better. Letting go requires faith that what is coming is greater than what is leaving, even if you cannot see it yet. The art of letting go is also about releasing control. As humans, we have a natural desire to hold on to what feels familiar, to control outcomes, and to dictate the path of our lives. But control is often an illusion. The more we try to hold on to what is slipping away, the more pain we cause ourselves. Letting go means surrendering to the flow of life and trusting that everything is unfolding as it should. Letting go is not a one-time decision, it is a process. It involves acknowledging your feelings, processing your emotions, and giving yourself permission to grieve. It is okay to feel sadness, anger, or even fear when letting go of something or someone significant. So these emotions are part of the journey, and allowing yourself to experience them fully is a step toward healing. In the art of letting go, forgiveness plays a crucial role. Sometimes what keeps us holding on is the pain of what was done to us or the regret of what we did to others. Forgiveness is not about condoning the actions that hurt us. It is about freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment. It is a gift we give ourselves to release the chains of the past and move forward unencumbered. Letting go also requires self-awareness. It asks us to examine why we are holding on in the first place. Is it fear of change? Is it a sense of obligation? Is it a lack of self-worth that makes us believe we cannot do better? Understanding these underlying reasons can help us break free from the patterns that keep us stuck. The art of letting go is deeply tied to self-love. When you truly love and value yourself, you recognize that holding on to what hurts you, limits you, or diminishes you is not an act of love. Letting go becomes an act of self-respect, a way of prioritizing your well-being and happiness. It is a declaration that you deserve better and that you are willing to release anything that does not align with your highest good. Letting go is not about erasing the past, it is about learning from it. The experiences you release still hold lessons that can guide you forward. Each loss, each goodbye, and each ending shapes who you are, but it does not define you. By letting go, you honor the role these moments played in your journey while allowing yourself to grow beyond them. Ultimately, letting go is an act of liberation. It frees you from the weight of what was so you can fully embrace what is and what will be. It is a practice of releasing the grip of the past and stepping boldly into the future, unafraid and unburdened. Elevation is about rising above, not just in success, but in character, mindset, and purpose. It is about growth spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and striving to reach your highest potential. To focus on elevation is to commit yourself to a path of progress, leaving behind distractions, negativity, and anything that no longer aligns with your vision for the future. Focusing on elevation requires clarity. You cannot rise if you are unclear about where you are going. It starts with setting a vision for yourself, a vision that is not limited by fear, doubt, or the expectations of others. This vision becomes your guiding light, the compass that directs your actions and decisions. When you know where you are headed, it becomes easier to identify what is pulling you down and what will lift you higher. Elevation demands intentionality. Growth does not happen by accident. It is the result of deliberate choices and consistent effort. You must decide every day to align your actions with your goals, to prioritize what matters, and to refuse to be sidetracked by things that do not serve your progress. Elevation is a disciplined process of choosing what brings you closer to your purpose, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. A focus on elevation also means surrounding yourself with the right people. The company you keep plays a significant role in your ability to rise. There are those who will encourage, inspire, and challenge you to grow, and there are those who will hold you back, either through negativity, jealousy, or complacency. Elevation requires you to discern between the two and have the courage to distance yourself from those who do not align with your journey. Elevation often requires letting go of the past. You cannot rise if you are weighed down by regrets, grudges, or old versions of yourself. To elevate, you must shed what no longer fits, whether it's relationships, habits, or beliefs. This is not always easy, but it is necessary. Growth demands release. It requires that you make peace with where you've been so you can focus on where you are going. Focusing on elevation also means embracing change. Growth is impossible without change, yet change often feels uncomfortable and uncertain. It pushes you out of your comfort zone and into uncharted territory. But it is in this discomfort that you find strength, resilience, and transformation. Elevation asks you to trust the process, to believe that the challenges you face are shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Elevation is about energy. It's about protecting your energy from the things that drain you and investing it into the things that fill you up. This might mean cutting ties with people or activities that consume your time and give you nothing in return. It might mean setting boundaries to preserve your focus and mental health. Your energy is your fuel for elevation, and where you direct it will determine how far you go. A focus on elevation requires a growth mindset. It means seeing every setback as a setup for a comeback, every failure as a lesson, and every obstacle as an opportunity to strengthen yourself. It is about understanding that elevation is not a straight path. It is a journey with peaks and valleys, but each step forward brings you closer to where you are meant to be. Elevation is not just about external success. It is also about internal transformation. It's about becoming the kind of person who can sustain the heights you are reaching for. This means cultivating qualities like humility, gratitude, and resilience. It means working on your character as much as your goals, so that when you rise with integrity. Focusing on elevation is a commitment to growth, no matter the cost. It is a choice to rise above distractions, drama, and discouragement, and to keep your eyes fixed on your purpose. Elevation is not about competing with others. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. It is about stepping into your greatness and walking boldly in the direction of your dreams. In conclusion, life's greatest power often lies in the quiet, deliberate choices we make. By refusing to react and choosing silence, we reclaim our strength and preserve our peace. In letting go of what no longer serves us, we create space for growth, healing, and new possibilities. And by focusing on elevation, we align our actions, relationships, and mindset with our higher purpose, leaving behind distractions and negativity. These principles, silence, peace, release, and elevation, are interconnected. They empower us to rise above the noise, protect what matters most, and move forward with clarity and intention. Let us remember that not every battle is ours to fight, not every person is ours to keep, and not every situation is ours to fix. Instead, let us embrace the wisdom of walking away, the strength of choosing peace, and the courage to ascend toward the life we are destined to live.